Mark Ruffalo, better known as the Hulk in the Avengers, helped put on the People's State of the Union. Resist! And this did kind of happen one day before the actual State of the Union, which was one of the most watched in history and was the most tweeted about ever. And they did resist super, super hard by complaining about stuff and being absolutely unbearable to listen to for half the country. Where they complained super, super hard about losing an election, forgetting the fact that there will be another election in 3 years. Welcome to a free country where you don't always get what you want. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. Bruce Banner opened up by saying, quote, tweeting, Facebooking, educating, and caring for our country. I know you haven't been at a country club for half a year, huffing down cheeseburgers, sitting on a golden toilet, waiting for someone to bring you a chocolate cake. I'm assuming that was aimed at Trump. You know, the guy who doesn't drink and who seems to never sleep because he's constantly working, and who beat down all the Democratic Party members without a single campaign donor. Yeah, that guy. I'm not sure if you saw the last Ruffalo movie, but maybe Mr. Angry himself should slow down on the chocolate cake. It's making the romance between he and Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow characters seem even more unbelievable than Hillary Clinton standing up for women. You remember her calling all the women bimbos who said that her husband raped them, and had to recently come out and explain why she kept on a staffer who was accused of sexual harassment multiple times. And you might be thinking, Ben, you're coming down way too hard on Mark Ruffalo, but keep in mind this is the same guy that called for NBC and MSNBC to stop hiring all white conservatives. And this is the same guy that went to Twitter to start a GoFundMe page to kill Rush Limbaugh by flying him into a hurricane. Then the beloved mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, took the stage saying, quote, for too many years, good people all over the country have talked themselves out of their own power, unquote. Maybe he should start by empowering his own community, particularly his police force and minority communities. I mean, they're incredibly loyal and almost exclusively vote Democrat, which is why New York has been a blue state since the beginning of time. However, in his own city, according to the NYPD, 96% of all shooting victims are black or Hispanic. And in 97% of all shootings, the trigger is pulled by a black or Hispanic person. But yes, keep lecturing us on tolerance and how the real threat to these African American and Hispanic communities are white supremacists. No. Then Kachi Nejimi took the stage, who is the organizer of the Women's March. I think it's really great to use your right to free speech and assembly, so what are you marching for? Name me one right that men have that women don't have. No? Oh wait, there isn't any? Oh, so this is just another abortion march. Or women's health, as the left likes to call it. Because we are so far behind in America as far as being progressive and accepting of abortions, right? Let's just compare that to the rest of the civilized world. South Korea, illegal. Poland, illegal. Ireland, illegal. Literally 0 places in Europe allowing any abortions past week 17 as far as I can tell. And only after those points are abortions allowed if the life of the mother is literally in danger. Also, everyone wanting abortion basically across Europe has to go through mandatory counseling to let them know that this is not the only way. The rest of Europe that we all try to look up to is way more strict on abortion laws than in America. In fact, we just had a bill struck down to say that even when the life is viable past 20 weeks, that is still okay, somehow. Like after 20 weeks, the baby can live outside of the womb. And yet that's still not enough. We're still so progressive, that thing can be just coming out of the womb and you could be allowed to kill it. That's right, these brave women are fighting for the right to kill other unborn women past 20 weeks. Good for you. But then there's a lot of women that have a great reason for wanting to kill these babies after 20 weeks. Well, let's look at some of them. In the state of Florida, you are required by law to state why the abortion is happening. So these are the most accurate statistics. Rape, incest, and the life of the mother account for 0.15% of all abortions, while 98% say, I just don't want this. Maybe they're marching because men in general have it so much better than women. You know, not Fortune 500 companies, just life in general. Well, then they must be celebrating the fact that the majority of all homelessness are men. Men almost exclusively take up all workplace deaths. They also top the charts in suicide and depression. Oh, these men, they've got it so easy. Thank God they marched. John Leguizamo took the stage next to say that colors is what America is all about. Like race was the only thing that our forefathers cared about when creating America. America is about having a bunch of different races, not establishing a country that stood on values, character, and community. Sounds more like merit to me. Christina Jimenez of United We Dream made a passionate plea for the DREAM Act and undocumented peoples, saying, quote, we are families, we are undocumented, unafraid, and here to stay, she declared. So let me get this straight, you have the right to break our sovereign laws, demand and promote financial support from the people living here, all while marching around calling everyone else racist? So basically just not holding illegal immigrants to the same standards that we all here as citizens are required to live by. And most importantly, demanding citizenship ahead of the legal immigrants here in America who are following our sovereign laws and going through the process legally. Then Michael Moore waddled up to the stage and then said that everyone running for office must have a priority of impeaching Trump, that we should not worry about Mike Pence anymore. Wow, that really sounds like the people's State of the Union, doesn't it? That really just speaks to all of America, right? Maybe it just seems like it to them because these millionaires all live in the entitled lap of luxury and seem to only find purpose in feeling that they are somehow virtuous because of their struggle to feel like they are morally superior. Or it could be wrong. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. Alright, if you like this video and others like it, please consider becoming a premium member to The Rebel. That way you'll have first access to Pure Hollywood and the entire Rebel lineup.